Hi, and welcome to an informational video about Beachbody coaching, what Beachbody coaching really is, what coaches do, how we earn money, all things coaching. If you're here, someone sent you this link and they think that you could possibly be a great coach. And so they want you to check out this information to see if this could be the right time and the right opportunity for you too. So, number one, this video is not something you have to sit and just watch all the way through. I'm going to be speaking and just informing you guys, giving you information so that you can make the best decision for yourself. So feel free to play this in the car while you're driving, while you're doing laundry, doing dishes, while you're doing other things. I'm just going to be explaining the basics, and you can definitely take this information in while you're doing other things. Whatever coach sent you this link, please get back to them after you watch this video and let them know if you feel that this is for you or not. Now let's dive in. The first topic is top 5 reasons that people become Beachbody coaches. The top 5 reasons that Beachbody coaches sign up. So the first one is accountability. Everyone knows what they need to do to get in shape and to get healthy, but it's just so hard to do it on your own. So the number one reason that people become coaches is for the accountability. They figure, okay, this is going to give me some skin in the game because I'm going to be sharing my journey and my story with others. And then also I can have accountability on my journey. So a lot of times when coaches get started, they're just like, well, if I'm gonna be doing this, let me take along some friends and some family members with me so we can hold one another accountable. And also they have the coaching community on top of that to just have that extra layer of skin in the game and make sure that they get started right. Number 2 is a community of like-minded people. The coaching community is hands down the most positive space that I have ever encountered in my life. So number 2 is just being a part of a community that is just focused on growth, a growth mindset, positivity. In the world, there's so much negativity, whether you're watching the news or just scrolling on your social feed, listening to the music these days, like there's so much negativity just being thrown at you while you're at work, and people are just frustrated, and there's a lot of that going on. So just plugging into a community of people who are on the same journey as you, the same walk as you, who are trying to grow their lives and become better every day. That's the number 2 reason that people become Beachbody coaches. Number 3 is honestly the free trips. Like, the free trips are so much fun. I went on my first one last year. It was a cruise to the Bahamas and to Labadee, Haiti. And it was so incredible. You get to bring your family members with you. So I brought my husband. You can also bring your kids. It's a family situation. And you can earn that trip for free. All you have to do is get to the location, and literally the company pays for your entire stay. You can have the potential to earn that. So a lot of times that is something that draws people into coaching because they see other coaches going on these company paid for trips and they're just inspired and they're like, wow, I would love to be able to go on something like that. And they're super fun because all of the celebrity trainers are there on the trips too. They're usually an all-inclusive type of situation. So food is provided, drinks are provided, and you just get to meet coaches from all walks of life, you guys. Coaches come in all sizes, shapes, and colors. You'll see coaches who have like 5% body fat to coaches who just started their health and fitness journeys and are on that journey of weight loss or muscle gain, whatever it is that their body goals are and their health goals are. You're just gonna see a variety of people, all races, all shapes, all sizes, all backgrounds, all careers, from people who are just working the business part-time to people who are full-time earners with Beachbody. Number 4, this is a world-class business opportunity. When I found out that this was network marketing, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I had tried a network marketing company before when I was in college, based off of a product that I absolutely fell in love with, but the business just didn't work out for me, and it definitely didn't have any type of community aspect. And so I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth after I signed up when I realized that's what it was. But then I decided, okay, at least learn about it, see what this company has to offer, and see what the potential is. And once I did that, once I understood more about this company and exactly how the business opportunity works and how coaches earn money, the game changed for me. All of the training is already set up. The company has everything set up for you. All you have to do is follow the steps, and you will succeed in this business if you put in the work. It does not matter your past. It doesn't matter your current career. It doesn't matter what you look like. All you have to do is have a true desire to get better, to lead a healthy, fulfilling life. And our job is to help this fit into your schedule, into your dream, into your goals. So it doesn't matter if you work part-time, if you're working full-time right now, none of that matters. Our job is just to make this fit your goals for your life. The fifth reason people become Beachbody coaches is because you are in this business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You have a whole team of people who are here to support you and help you at every step of the way walk through your business. So, holy crap, I just became an entrepreneur as an independent Beachbody coach. Now what? Like, what comes next? So, the top coaches in this business are earning tens of thousands of dollars every single week. Every week. And you have the opportunity to have that support system. They've built systems. There is tons of training and there is mentoring. So everything is taken care of. You have the force behind you that is backing you to help you be successful in this business. So people love to join us because they know that when they join us, you're not just going to be alone. You're going to have a support system. You're going to have a team. You're going to have people helping you every step of the way. So what is a coach? Number one, I want to tell you what a coach is not. So a coach is not a fitness expert. You do not have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to be a nutrition expert. You do not need to be a personal trainer or have any certifications in fitness. A coach is someone who is looking to continually improve their life. How do we do that? We do that by helping other people. Now, when we help other people, we basically connect them to the Beachbody programs and products. And that makes us kind of like a middleman, right? So when people ask us about, the programs we're using, the products we are using, we will direct them to the Beachbody site where we will have our own personal links and websites that if someone makes a purchase through you, you will get the commission for it. So the commissions range anywhere from 15 to 50%, and there's products, there are programs, there's apparel, and there's also membership. So you get to earn money anytime anyone makes a purchase through your direct links. You also coach people who are using the products, or they might not be using the products. A big way that we establish trust is by offering free groups. So we establish free groups online, and we just provide value to people and help them in some way, shape, or form that they need in their lives. So your job is to be their biggest cheerleader, their biggest advocate, and provide them with value. Now there's templates for all of this. Everything is provided for you, and you have the freedom to make this business whatever you want it to be. A coach also shares about this business. An example of that would be sharing this video. So we are not looking to convince anyone to join us. We are not looking to convince anyone to get into our groups, to get into our free groups. That is not our purpose here. We are looking for people who need and want this opportunity. We're looking for people who are looking for something to help with their health and fitness journey, whether that's nutritional products or workouts that they can do online. So we're looking for people who actually need and want what we have to offer. We're not in the business of convincing. Even just $200 to $300 a week, that could change someone's life. So when we share about this business, it's to find the people that this could literally change their lives. You just share about it when it comes up naturally. We also coach people who are actively working the business. Now, don't get too intimidated. This is done through a series of baby steps. You will learn and grow over time, and you will have all the confidence that you need to share about this when you have the tools under your belt. So we also help our coaches be successful in this business. So what would you do on a daily basis? Literally, you just share. You share what you're doing. We share reputable products that work, period. That's like the end to it. They work. Everyone has heard of them. Beachbody spends over $100 million every single year on marketing and promotion. So all we do is provide people a solution. We're not here to convince you. We're just providing you with information that could possibly help you change your life. We share about the products that we personally love and believe in. We also share the business opportunity. So if there's people in our lives, in our circles, or on our social medias who we think, hey, this person would make a great coach, then we just share resources that will help educate them, and then they can make their decision on if they think that this is right for them at this time. For example, with my story, I wanted to lose some weight, and I ended up reaching out to my coach and telling her I wanted to become a coach so that I can hold myself accountable to my weight loss goals. Now, what do you mean sharing? How do you share? Where do you share? So we share on social media majority of the time. So you just pick the social platform that you love the most, that you use the most, that you have the most fun on, because that's what this is about. It's about having fun and connecting people with the tools that can help change their lives. So on average, I would say probably about 30 minutes is spent sharing in some way, shape, or form about our solutions. And everything is laid out for you. For example, when you first get started and sign up as a coach, you have what's called a getting started right call. And the person who sponsored you and brought you into this business, they will sit down and have a call with you. It usually lasts about an hour long. And the purpose of that call is to get to know you and to get to know your story, to get to know what your business goals are, how much time you have to spend. And then they create a game plan for you and specific actions that you can take. So everything is laid out, and you will have that one-on-one mentorship that you need to get started. Majority of the time, the biggest thing you need to know when you first get started is how to share about the products and also the programs. So you would be immersing yourself in whatever products or programs you love the most and just sharing authentically with people your journey to the best version of you. So for me, what that looks like is getting my workout in every single day, showing people that I got my workout in, using the products that I love, and just continuing to learn and grow more each and every day. So what are the 4 levels of coaching? It may surprise you to realize that there are levels to this, you guys. Literally, there are 4 different types of people. When they join the business, they usually fit into one of these 4 categories. The first one is a discount coach. I like to call this a self-coach or a personal coach. And what that means is you are just here for the discounts. The second level is a part-time coach. The third level is a part-time coach who is a business builder. So they're actually working to make this a source of their full-time income. And the fourth level is full-time working coaches. So the first level of coaching is the discount coach. I like to call this a self-coach or a personal coach because you are just focused on you. You have no obligations. You are not providing any service or products to anyone else. You are just here to get the 25% discount because you found a product or a program that you love and you want to stick with it and you want to be able to take advantage of the discount savings. So someone who might fall into this category would be like your parents or someone who has no interest in working the business, but they religiously use some product. So for my parents, they've been drinking Shakeology for years. So they're discount coaches because they're not interested in working the business, but they are interested in getting the nutrition that they need into their bodies each and every single day. The second level is a part-time coach. And this level is where most of the coaches fall in. So what these coaches are focused on is sharing about the products that they love. So they are majority of the time just focused on the products and showing people what they're using and getting people started on the same things that they're using. And they do this in a very passive way when they have the spare time. So this is a person who's really doing this as a hobby. The third type of coach is a part-time coach who is working to make this a full-time income. These are my favorite people to work with because they are self-motivated and they're willing to put in the work. They see the enormous opportunity that sharing about this business can provide for them and their families, and they're just ready to hit the ground running. They see the opportunity, they believe in the programs, and they start to understand about the freedom of time. They start to get in love with the idea of not being tied down by specific work hours, by their commutes, and how much extra time they would have to spend with their families and doing things they love. They wouldn't have to be catching up every single weekend on all the things they didn't get done during the week, and they would just have more time to do what they want when they want. They realize that once you start to build a team, you can start to receive passive income. And as that income grows, it will create an opportunity for you to have that time freedom. So what that would look like if you're working full time is just plugging in, staying focused, helping others one day at a time, learning and growing. And eventually you get to the point where your part-time side hustle money that you're earning in this business reaches or exceeds the income that you are making at your daytime job. And so at that point, that's when a lot of coaches decide, you know what, I want to go ahead and switch over and become a full-time coach, which would provide me so much more time freedom. And the fourth category are full-time working Beachbody coaches. So how long does it take to reach that status of being a full-time coach? It can take some people a year, it could take some people much longer. It really all depends on the time and effort that you put into this. Every single coach is on an individual journey, and the more time you put into it and the more focused you are, you can reach that level quicker. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a put in a heck of a lot of work in the beginning scheme in order to later be able to reap the benefits of creating that residual income and wealth. And to have the time freedom to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, you guys. This is the ability to be your own boss and to literally build your dream life. So the sky is the limit with this. You can literally build a life you love. For me, that looks like stepping away from pharmacy full time. I'll still keep up my license, but honestly, my passion and the thing that lights me up on fire is to just be on the other side of illnesses and diseases. I want to help people create the habits in their lives and create routines in their lives now that are going to serve them later so that they don't end up at a pharmacy counter. So my dream is to just be able to be on the prevention side of illnesses and disease states that are completely preventable with the right tools that people can use in their lives. So you have the freedom to just create the picture of what you want your life to look like. I want to have time freedom. I want to be able to travel when I want, I want to be able to have different homes in different countries. Like, why not? I like to dream big, because the only limitation you have are the ones you set in your own mind. So what this opportunity provides is a way for you to work when you want, with who you want, and have the time freedom to do that, you guys. The next topic is how many hours do Beachbody coaches actually work? So this is completely individualized. It depends on the answers to 3 different questions. The first one is, what are your goals? Where do you want to go with this? Are you trying to make $100 a week? Are you trying to make $1 million a year? Both are very legitimate, real, and attainable goals. but obviously they're going to require a different amount of effort and skill and approach to reaching those goals. The second question is, how big is your business now? Are you currently a coach, or would this be you starting from ground zero? This would be day one. So in this business, we do a lot of work, you guys, a lot of work for a little bit of money in the beginning, but later we reap the rewards of getting a lot of money and not having to put in so much effort. And number three is, how much time do you have available? Every single one of you are going to have a different answer to that. So you really have to look at your life and think, okay, where do I have gaps in time throughout my day, throughout my week? Where could I spare time to work a business? So some people are working full time and maybe they don't have as much time. Some people are working part-time and so they may have a little more time. Maybe you already work 2 jobs. Figure out what spaces you have during the day when you're lollygagging and you could be doing something productive, and let your coach know how much time you have. And that can also help determine your goals when you first start out in this business. It's important to understand that the way that we teach you how to build this business is how to build passive income. And what passive income is it's basically income you earn whether you show up to work or not. And this is very different than most people are used to in the 9-to-5 grind industry that a lot of people are in. You're used to trading in time for money. So with this approach, it's going to be completely different. Think about an author. They don't get paid right up front all of the money that they can possibly make for the book that they created, right? The book that they wrote. What happens is they get paid every single time any person purchases their book for the rest of their lives. They are getting paid. And even after they're gone, like, the money's going to go to their kids. So they are creating something, but then they're going to reap the rewards later of all of the people who are going to purchase their book, and they're going to be getting a steady paycheck. So think of passive income kind of like that. So what Beachbody does, what we do as coaches, is the exact same thing. We teach you how to build a business so that later on, as you build your business and as it grows, you are going to continue to capitalize on your whole entire team helping people get started. So a common mistake of new coaches is putting in a lot of time and effort trying to get people started on products and programs and not focusing at all on helping people get started in the business. The way to earn passive income is to help others do what you're doing. So therefore, you're focused, and there's nothing wrong with it, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting a steady paycheck and by your own efforts and your own will. But what makes me so excited and what lights me up is to be able to have the opportunity to have money coming where I don't have to grind. I don't have to work hard. I just have to continue to show up each and every single day and do my best and help other people get started in the business side of things. And to be real with you guys, the more time that you can put into this, the more spare time that you can scrap up and be focused and put into this, the faster your business is going to grow and the more money you are going to make. So honestly, it really just comes down to how much time you have. I would say the minimum number of hours that you need to be able to work this business per week is 5 hours in order to truly get the most out of this business and start to earn the passive income that I'm talking about. There's no guarantee. I can't give you a specific amount of time that's going to provide you a specific amount of money. Like I said, in the beginning, it's going to take work and you'll probably be spending more time working than the money that you're going to see coming in. But if you can be focused for a minimum of 5 hours, I'm talking minimum, you should be able to put in more time than that. But if you are focused for 5 hours a week, you can totally build this business and watch your income get bigger and bigger as the months go on. So what makes a successful coach? My assumption is that if you're here listening to this, you want to run with the business. So that being said, what's the difference between the coaches who get started and they don't take their businesses anywhere and they don't go anywhere? versus the coaches who run with the business and end up being full-time coaches making 6 and 7 figures. It comes down to about 6 different things. Everyone starts at the same level. Everyone is fair game. You start off with no customers. You start off with no other people who you're bringing into this business as coaches. So everyone starts at that same ground zero level. There are systems already in place. You just have to follow them. You just have to take the action. So these elements are the pieces that I believe lead to success. The first one is your reason why. And you guys, this has to be deep and it needs to be emotion stirring. Most of the coaches who are very successful in this business, they either have a why that is very inspirational, or they started this business out of desperation. They were in a very bad place in their lives and they were desperate to make this change. And sometimes it can be a combination of both. In my case, it was definitely desperation. I lost my baby sister. She was killed, and I completely was just in the most depressed state, and I needed this. I needed this opportunity. I needed the opportunity to share my journey on social media, to show up, to get those endorphins, feeling good. So for me, I started out of desperation. But I also had a little bit of inspiration. Also, I was also desperate in my job, and I was in a very toxic work environment on top of losing my baby sister. So I was just dealing with a lot. It was very hard for me to force myself to go to work every single day when I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like the people that I was working with. And so a lot of it was desperation, but there was also some inspiration, because before my sister passed away, I had completed 2 full programs. And with both of those programs, number 1, I dropped the weight that I wanted to drop. And then number 2, I got immersed in the community and I fell in love with it. So I fell in love with the products and the community before this happened. So for me, it's like a combination of both. I was in a place of desperation when I finally decided to run with the business, but at the same time, I was just so inspired and I loved what Beachbody had to offer. So the purpose of your reason why is it's going to fuel you. It's literally going to fuel you. That's why it has to be deep and it needs to be emotional. It will give you something to turn on when the times get rough and when you don't feel like showing up. And it's just going to be that constant for you that helps you keep moving forward because you have a bigger vision ahead. The second factor that I believe leads to success is your commitment to setting your business hours and sticking to them. So how much time do you have to offer, and are you willing to stick with those hours that you set for yourself each week? The super successful are dedicated to building this business and dedicated to themselves. They are disciplined in doing the daily activities they need with the time that they have to move their businesses forward. The third element is to stretch your belief daily. Daily. I cannot stress this enough. In the beginning, it's so common to just have self-doubts and not really think that you could take this business anywhere. That's completely and totally normal. I had the exact same feeling. But honestly, this business is really, you grow with action. It's like a snowball. When you first start out, you have this tiny little snowball, but if you roll it down a hill, over time, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how this business is. Your confidence grows, your belief in yourself grows as time goes on and you're taking the necessary actions. Number 4 is winning the small victories each and every single day. Just like anything in life, the small decisions that you make on a daily basis, they add up. If you ate McDonald's one time, one day, you're not gonna see a change immediately, right? But let's just say you kept doing it every single day, and then that day became a week, and then that week became a month. Then all of a sudden, the game changes. So the little decisions that you make each day matter. And the coaches that are successful in this business, they pay attention to those decisions and they really try to make them the positive side and really to make sure they get their work in no matter what the day is looking like. They know you cannot underestimate small decisions, so they try to stay focused on their fitness programs and sharing their journeys. And over time, that builds up and it adds up. They also get excited each day. They remain enthusiastic and they have faith. I truly believe that this business can be a blessing in anyone's lives who is ready for it and who is looking for it and who wants it. So who am I to hold this gift back because of my trivial feelings of what's going on each day? I truly just make sure that I take care of me and I get myself together so that I can come forth into the world and share and give this gift back to someone who truly needs it. The fifth element, I think, is getting better every single day and being committed to that. Majority of people don't come into this business having a natural knack and knowledge of how to share their journey, how to be authentic, and how to share about the business. And a lot of times you don't have that confidence when you first start out. So just being committed to growing a little bit more each and every single day, it really adds up over time and you'll be amazed where you are in a year. And number 6, you need to have support on your journey while you go through that growth. You really need to immerse yourself in the Beachbody Coach community. You need to try to attend events. You need to try to go on the trips, win the trips, so that you can be immersed in this community. They hop on their team calls and they are just plugged in to this company and what it has to offer. Because honestly, this journey of growth is hard and you need that support. A bonus element is sharing about this opportunity. And what that looks like, once again, it would be something like sharing this video with someone. There is a high level of success that comes when you show others how to do what you do and what you learn. Each one teach one. When you learn something, you reach back and show someone else. There is a high correlation of success when you participate in this activity. A lot of people don't feel confident when they start out and they're sharing about the opportunity, but it gets easier over time, and it is one of the factors that I really think makes this people successful in this business. This is the most highly anticipated video. How do coaches earn money? How does this even work? How in the world are they making money? How do they have a full-time income? This happens one of 2 ways. The first way is by sharing the nutritionals and the programs with people and then guiding them in our private online accountability groups. The second way is by sharing this opportunity with other people and then showing them how to do the exact same thing. So how to show someone how to get connected with the products and the nutritionals and then guiding them in our private online groups, and then also how to share the opportunity, the business opportunity, with other people. There are lots of ways to make money as a Beachbody coach, but the major 2 ways that coaches who make this a full-time income and get that passive income coming in is one of 2 ways. The first way is commissions, and this is where you get 15 to 50% of the commissions of things that are purchased via the Beachbody website using your personalized links that you get when you become a coach. The second major way we earn is through team cycle bonus. I know, what in the world is that? So basically we earn based on the total production of our entire team. So basically we get paid when customers order underneath any of the coaches that we help get started. And then that continues. So any of the coaches that our coaches get started, we also make money from any customers that they bring in. And this just continues and continues and continues down the line, kind of like the author example that I gave before. Now wait, a lot of people hear that description and it reminds them of something. They think, wait, isn't that a pyramid scheme? And I want to address that with you guys right now. So I'm gonna educate you about what a pyramid scheme is. Number 1, pyramid schemes are illegal in the United States. Beachbody is a $1 billion industry and they definitely wouldn't be here if it was a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme has no product involved at all. What a pyramid scheme is when people buy in to a company and that money that they bought in goes directly to the people who originally founded the company, okay? So there's no product involved. Beachbody is actually the opposite of that. The whole company is run based on the products. So they have the nutritionals, they have the fitness programs, they have apparel. So everything is based solely on the products, and that's the way that coaches make money. So there's really two approaches to making money as a Beachbody coach. The first one is based on commissions. You just want a paycheck, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So if you have already tried a program and you absolutely love it, or you love some of the nutritionals, the most natural thing for you to do is share that with people you know. It's kind of like a movie, right? If you go see a movie that you love, you obviously want to spread the word and tell people, oh my gosh, you've got to go try that movie. Try that movie. You've got to go see that movie. It was so incredible. It was life-changing. I was bawling and I had all the feels, right? So you would be doing the exact same thing with the products and helping people get started with the products. And you would earn, like I said previously, 15 to 50% commission depending on what product the person is purchasing from your personalized links. The second approach is getting in the mindset of I am an entrepreneur who is working a business that has the potential to earn a lot of passive income. So these are coaches who have more of a business mindset, and what they are focusing on is helping other people get started with the business. We teach both. So now let's see how that plays out between two different types of coaches, the two different types of coaches. So let's just say Coach A focuses mostly on the retail side of things and sharing the products or the programs that she loves with others, with everyone she knows. And she takes that 5 hours a week and works her business, and she receives weekly paychecks every single week because she's helping people get started with the programs or products or nutritionals. So she's getting that 15 to 50% commission every single week. Now, Coach B focuses on finding other people who may want to start a business too. And so they spend most of their time helping other people get started in the business and showing them what they did to get started. And this causes them to earn less commissions. To be exact, about 4.5% to 6% commissions each week instead of the 15 to 50% that Coach A was making. So Coach B isn't necessarily working more hours than Coach A. Their focus is just slightly different, and they're learning the skills that they need to help share about the business. And then over time, that builds this passive income. Now, I want to go into some statistics of what that would look like as far as money goes. So if you go online, if you just type in Google I'm going to read from my paper so that I don't get this wrong. The Statement of Independent Team Beachbody Coach Earnings. You can actually see a breakdown of what the average that Beachbody coaches make each year, depending on what category they fall in. So let's just say you sign up as a coach and you really just want to focus on helping people get started on the products and the retail commissions. The average coach in 2018 who got started and was focusing on the retail commissions, they averaged $402 per year. This is over the span of an entire year. The average was $402 and the high was $33,889. So you see that there's room. There's people who are making a lot of money, and then there's people who are not making a lot of money in there for the average to be $402. But once again, remember that a coach, that's someone who's working this business part-time. So that could be someone who's in it for the discount, but every once in a while someone purchases something from them. Or it could be someone who's that part-time coach but who does it as a hobby. So they're actually setting some business hours and trying to help people when they can. Now, as far as star diamond coaches go, these are the people who are actually building an income. So maybe they're still working full-time and doing Beachbody part-time, but they're building the business. Or they are full-time Beachbody coaches. Now, these coaches' statistics, they average $103,698 per year. So it is very much so possible for you to build a six-figure income if your goal is to really build your business and become a star diamond coach instead of just a regular coach like Coach A was, who focuses on the retail commissions. Now, the high for the star diamond coach, and once again, this is the independent Team Beachbody Coach earnings reports, and this is for 2018. And the high for the Star Diamond Coach category was $3,038,804. So you can see that there's also room for all of that stuff in that category as well. But on average, you are earning six figures if your focus is not just solely on commissions, but on building and teaching others how to get started in the business. It's also important to note that those numbers are coming from an average of coaches who have been in the business for a while. So the Coach A person, where that category averages $402 a year, these are coaches who have been working their businesses for approximately 3 years, a little over 3 years. And then in the Star Diamond category, those coaches have been working their businesses for, on average, 5.6 years. So you see that this definitely takes time. This is not something that is a get-rich-quick scheme. But if your focus is to, number one, get better every single day, and to help others do what you're doing and get started on their health and fitness journeys and sharing about the coaching opportunity, and also to help others get started on nutritional products or on programs, then you really have the potential over time, if you continue to push through and continue to show up for your business, to earn that six-figure income. So how much does it cost to get started? Next to nothing. Honestly, when you look at the big picture, it costs next to nothing. And this can be a pro and a con. Psychologically, it can be a con because when you don't put down a lot of money to do something, you don't take it as seriously as when you do. So psychologically, that's the con. But the pro is that you have the opportunity to build the business to whatever level you want, whether you want to make a couple $100s a week, whether you want to make a full-time income, whether you want to make 6-7 figures. It's all up to you and what your desires are for the business. So let's talk numbers. Exactly how much do you actually have to pay in order to get started as a Beachbody coach? So that number looks like in between $40 to about $205. This all depends on what products you want to get started with. If you just want to sign up as a coach and get no products, which obviously is not recommended, because the whole point is that you share what you're using on a daily basis and what you love. So you can get signed up as a coach between $40 and $205, depending on what types of products you would like. The good thing though is that you do get products in return, so you are exchanging money for actual products here. And then on average, about $115 each month after your initial sign up to continue to get your monthly supply of whatever products or nutritionals or programs that you are using on a daily basis. So realize, guys, any other business that you would be starting, obviously the startup cost would be way more than that. You'd have a ton of equipment to buy just to get your business running. And then you'd also have to spend money on marketing and promotion, and you'd have to rent a storefront. With Beachbody coaching, literally, it's just you showing up, using what you already use on a daily basis, but sharing it with the world and sharing about the business opportunity. And your storefront is literally online on social media, which is free. So when you look at the big picture, how much you can earn with this opportunity versus the upfront cost, that's why I say it's literally next to nothing. You're really not spending any money to get into this business, because the money you do spend, you get product for that you're going to use and benefit from. A lot of times people say, what if I don't have the money to get started? What if I can't start right now because I just don't have the money laying around? What I say to that, and I cannot stress this enough, if that is your case, you need to start today. You cannot afford to not start today. The reason why is so that we can change your financial situation. These products work, you guys. There is no reason for you to be sitting here living paycheck to paycheck. If that's what's standing in your way, get started today and put in the work that's necessary so that you can change your situation from not having enough money to building some extra side income. That's the whole point of this side hustle, is to build some income that you're getting in on the side. For people who are watching this and they're thinking, wow, I want to build a big business out of this, a mind hack that I have for you is to pretend. If you can just imagine that when you sign up as a coach right now, you just pretend that what you're really putting down is $250,000. That is $250,000, and that is the reality for a lot of people out here starting businesses and linking up with franchises. So they're starting franchises and they have all these upfront costs to start a business. So I want you to pretend that that's the amount of money that you're putting down. Even if you don't have that right now, I want you to think about that as you're signing up as a coach, in order to get yourself in the mindset and think like, man, if I really put down that much money, how serious would I be? How would I show up each day? How many days would I just not show up at the office? And really take that to heart when you start your business tomorrow. And my last sentiment to you guys is, this is not a money investment, okay? This is a time investment. You're getting a product for the money that you're putting down. So it's not an investment in the amount of money that you're putting in, but it will require you to set aside time to work this business and truly make an impact in people's lives. That is our purpose. Whether your focus is to make an impact in people's lives with the products or the nutritionals or the programs or the apparel, whatever you love about Beachbody, whether it's any of those things, or whether your focus is on building that passive income. So helping introduce this opportunity to other people so that they too can have the opportunity to build the business to whatever level they want. So whether that's your focus or the products are your focus, this is going to take some work. This is going to take you setting aside time each day to get some work done. This is going to take you showing up and doing what's necessary. So I hope that you guys loved this informational video. Definitely reach back out to the coach who sent you this information and let them know whether this looks like something that you want to dive into or whether now isn't the best time for you. So also, if you are here and you're here of your own accord and you like my philosophy on how to build this business, then you can always reach out to me and I can get you started as a coach on my team, which is called Team ACMATIC. And this team, this organization, is basically, our biggest goal is to lead our most ACMATIC lifestyles. And ACMATIC, if you've never heard that term, it means to the highest degree, point, pinnacle, climax. So our focus is becoming our best selves. And we do that through personal development every single day as coaches. And we show up to our businesses with the mindset that we are going to build a passive income. And no matter how much time it takes, no matter how much time we have, that's going to be our focus with this. And we're going to use the tools and we're going to show up. So if that sounds interesting to you and you were not sent here by another coach, then just click the link in the description and it will take you to my personal coach application, which you can fill out, and I will reach out to you within the next 48 to 72 hours. I hope you guys have an amazing day, rest of your day. I hope this was informational for you, and I hope that those of you getting started in the Beachbody business are going to make the most of it. And no matter which way you go, I hope that you enjoy yourself and honestly just have the best time helping other people lead healthy and fulfilling lives.